Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be covering a brief introduction to HTML as well as basic HTML syntax. So first of all, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a computer language used to structure content on websites. Specifically, HTML is a markup language, as you can tell by the title, which means that it does not have inherent content. Rather, instead, it marks up the content or annotates it or says things about that content. In these videos, I'm going to be showing you HTML5, which is the latest version of HTML. I will also be teaching you generally the strictest form of syntax for everything, because it's really important to kind of get down the specific and strictest syntax, and then some of the things that I'm going to be showing you can be done a little looser, but you need to kind of get the precision down first. The single most important thing to learn with any computer language is syntax. Once you get down the syntax, it's simply a matter of learning what you can fit in within that syntax. So it's a matter of developing your vocabulary with the language, but the syntax is so key. So that's what we're going to be covering for the rest of this video. So the first thing you need to know about syntax with HTML is that the base unit of HTML is a tag. A tag looks something like this, and it is a left bracket and then some kind of text within that and a right bracket. This is what's referred to as an open tag. And then there's also closed tags, which look identical but have a slash at the front of the tag just inside the bracket. So that's an open tag and a closed tag. Open tags and closed tags should always be identically named. So if you are naming this one, for instance, P, which is paragraph, then the closed tag and the open tag need to be the same thing. In between the closed tag and the open tag is your content. In this case, this is a paragraph of text. Taken together, the open tag, the closed tag, and the content is what's referred to as an element. This is the entire complete unit of HTML, and I will frequently refer to elements as a unit in HTML composed of two tags plus the content in between them. Sometimes, though, the tag alone is not enough information to get across what you need to get across, and that's where attributes and values come in. So let me give you an example. Of an A tag, which is a hyperlink. And the text in between them is the anchor text that would show up for that hyperlink. However, this hyperlink is not going anywhere. It has not directed where that hyperlink will send users once they click it. And if you look on this side here, I click it and nothing happens. That's because this requires an attribute and a value in order to function properly. So attributes and values go inside the open tag, and they only ever go in the open tag. And they look something like this. The attribute is the first thing, and it's followed by an equal sign, and then double quotation marks, and in between those quotation marks go the value. In this case, the attribute is href or hyperlink reference, and then the value is where that hyperlink directs to. Attributes generally come with a value and what's referred to as an attribute value pair. There are a few attributes that are acceptable on their own, but as with href, most of them, if left on their own, don't give enough information, so they need that value alongside it. Another really common one with hyperlinks is title. And then the value there is whatever text you want to appear on hover over your hyperlink. Any given element can have multiple attributes and values, which are done simply by adding a space between each attribute value pair. So for instance, if I wanted an href and a title on this hyperlink, I would add in the href, so it goes tag name space attribute equals value, and then space another attribute equals value. And this can be done infinitely with as many attribute value pairs as you wish. As with most things in coding, there is one major exception here, and that is what's referred to as a unary tag. So something like a paragraph or a section header or a hyperlink are text-based content, which means you have text in the middle between the open and the close tag, and then you have your complete element of open tag, content, close tag. However, some tags break this system by adding content in themselves. So a really good example here is an image. Images are obviously not text-based, which means that you can't put text in between an open image tag and a closed image tag. Simply an image tag is adding in the image to your page. And images are then referred to as a unary tag, which means that there is no open and close. It's all one single tag. And the way this works is that you do the open bracket, the tag name, and then a space, the slash, and then the close bracket. So an image tag looks something like this, with attributes and values in between them. So for instance, a really common one with image tags is src, standing for source, and then the value being the location of the image file that you want to insert into the document. That about covers the basics of HTML syntax, and once you get this down, that will be an essential skill in learning how to work with HTML and how to write content and mark it up with HTML. Thanks for watching.